Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the tutorial video for the Your Imam platform. This isn't an exhaustive video by in any way. It's just a basic guide for anyone that's involved in the project. So we start with the website itself. It's ready and it's built and it's not launched yet. It's actually viewable online. If you go to yourimam.com/site, it's actually there. Obviously, when we launch, we'll remove the site bit, so it'll be available at yourimam.com. I'm not gonna go through the details of what it does and so on, but one of the things is obviously what I try to do is it's for the everyday person. So I got rid of all of the jargon, all of the extra fluff that I found in all of the other websites. I just try to make it as efficient, as clean, as easy to use as possible, you know. So anyway, at the moment there's nothing on there, so no records, so no questions in the database, and I'll just go through the whole step-by-step process on how the platform works. Okay, so the platform consists of three types of accounts. So you have your admin account, and this is your basically myself or someone from marketing or any volunteer that comes on board. It's basically just managing everything in the back end. When I log in, I'll show you more of what I mean. Then you have your scholar, who basically answers the questions that people send in, and every single question gets reviewed. So it goes through a 2-round process. So the scholar answers it the first time round, then a senior scholar goes through and he reviews it, adds things if he wants to, and so on. So I'll start off by asking a question. How do I pray, for example? Okay, so if there were any questions already in the database, what would have happened is, alhamdulillah, it's a responsive system which no one else has, so it's exactly like Google. So when I type, it sort of matches key terms. That way we avoid excessive questions, duplicate questions, and so on. At the bottom you see 2 different bars. So after I type how do I pray, I can actually search answers rather than asking the question. That way you'll match it with similar questions and answers that have been previously answered. So I'll just go ahead and I'll ask the question. I'll put my name, my email address. I select topic. So here, obviously this one's a obvious category. Depending on the nature of the question, people just might not know which category it is. So I'll just put I'm not sure. And I'll press submit, and basically a little pop-up message is going to come up telling me it'll be answered soon. At this moment in time, I actually receive, if you just bear with me, I actually receive a email now to my account telling me that the question has been received, and telling me that it'll be answered soon, and I'll get an email as soon as it's been answered, you know. So that's just for their peace of mind. Okay, I'll go through the admin account. So for the admins watching, your login, if you look at the browser, it's yourimam.com/site/admin/index. When we launch, it's possible that the site bit will be removed. So it might be yourimam.com/admin/index. So just keep that in mind. I'll log in with my username and password. For the scholars and senior scholars watching, this doesn't really affect you much. This is more for the admins that are watching, but you can still watch anyway, just to get a gist of how the system works. So it's fairly straightforward. Alhamdulillah, we devised it in a way where everything's really straightforward. I mean, if anyone has trouble with this platform, then I don't think you should be answering questions, to be honest. Okay, so when you log in, you've got the admin section. You click admin, and here you have a list of admins, and you can create new admins here. Categories, where you can add, delete categories. Scholars, so here you add new scholars, change scholars passwords, delete scholars, and so on. Same thing with senior scholars here, exactly the same thing. Then what you have here is a section called questions, and what you do here is you actually have a list of you can basically manage all the questions in the back end. So questions answered, you'll find that there's nothing there. But if you go to questions not answered, you'll see that the question that I just sent through earlier is here. So you can view or delete. This is actually quite good in the sense that if it does become a busy platform, you'll have duplicate questions, spam, and so on. So you can literally just go to the backend and just start deleting them. Make your life easier. Then there's a question. There's a category at the end called Add New Question Answer. So here you basically, without going through the whole sending in a question process, you can literally just copy and paste question and answers to add it to the website. So maybe if a scholar's answered a question, he might just give it to you, as in to you, the admin, and you'll just copy and paste the question. So do I need to pray? The answer would be yes. Category would be solar, and you'll just press add, and it will go straight to the website itself. As you can see, if you go to questions answered, it's come up here. So if you go to your Imam, if you go to recently answered, you'll find that it's here. If you go to category solar, it's also here. So here you'll find your question, your answer. Then it says what next? Why not sign up to one of our courses? Give them something else to do. Maybe a part-time course. For every answer page, the person also has the ability to Facebook it, tweet it, LinkedIn, email. So it's quite good in terms of social media connectivity. So there you go, keeping up with the times and all that. There you have that. So this is the question, which was obviously a mock question. So I'll just go ahead and delete it. Yes. So if I go to recently answered, you'll find that it's been removed. Okay, so one last thing that the admin has is a section called export question as data. So once you click that, this is really beneficial for the marketing guys. So what you do is, if you click download, it'll download the Excel sheet with all of the questioners' details. So you can literally just rip off their email addresses from the database that's generated, and send them marketing emails and so on. So I'll go ahead and log out. Now I'll show you how the answering process works. So for the scholars, your username will be your Ibrahim College email address, and the password at the moment is set to Ibrahim Khalil 123. Just go ahead and let me know, or another admin know, when there is another one, what you want your password to be changed to, and we can do that inshallah. So I'll just log in with my test account. So scholar@yourimam.com, that's for me. So what you find here is very straightforward, my questions and unanswered questions. So what you do is you go to unanswered questions, and you'll find that the question I sent in earlier will come up, and every single scholar that logs in under their account will see the screen with the same questions. So you can literally go through the questions by clicking view and just see if you like the question. And depending on which one you like and which one you want to answer, you literally just click shortlist. Okay, and it removes it from unanswered questions. So if I click on unanswered questions, there's nothing there. So if you click shortlist, it goes under your section called my questions. Yeah, and it removes itself from everyone else's unanswered questions. So it's only yours to look at and only yours to answer. So how do I pray? reply, so you select topic. Remember to do this. Salah, you do X, Y, Z. So you press update because you haven't finished answering. You want to come back to another day, so you press update. So I've come back another day and I want to add things to my answer. Reply, you do X, Y, Z. Also you do 1, 2, 3, and now I'm done. I want to send it to a senior scholar to review it. Sorry, press send to senior scholar, and you see it's removed itself from my questions and there's nothing here anymore. And I'll just log out. My job is done. For the senior scholar, what you'll do is, oh, by the way, the scholar, your login is yourimam.com/site/admin/scholar_login. So keep note of that. Also, as I said earlier, as soon as we launch, it's possible that the site bit might be removed. So, just keep that in mind. So for the senior scholars, once again, your username is your Ibrahim College email, and your password is Ibrahim Khalil 123. Ask an admin if you want to change your password. I'll just log in with my test account. So it's more or less the same as the scholars. There's more questions. There's nothing there. Unanswered questions. So here you'll basically find a list of all the questions that the scholars have answered and sent through to yourselves. So it's generated from all the scholars. So all the senior scholars will see all of the scholars' questions here. So same thing, you can click view and see the questions and the answers that have been done. So you can see question, the scholars answered it like this. Okay, I like the sound of this question, so I'll shortlist it. And now the other senior scholars will not be able to view it under their unanswered questions. So it'll be in your basket under my questions. How do I pray? Also, you do 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think he got this bit. This bit's probably unnecessary, so I'll just delete this bit. XYZ is sufficient. I'll click update, but I want to come back to it another time. Just quite busy at the moment. So I'll click update, and then I decide, you know what, he was correct. You also do 1, 2, 3, review and confirm. Now it's removed from my questions, and it's actually gone back into the main website for everyone to see. So if you go to recently answered, you'll see that alhamdulillah it's all there, so it's very, very simple, very, very straightforward in the process, in the actual process that it works, as well as the user interface and the whole user experience as well. So you'll see that the questioner also receives an email telling him your question has been answered, and then he also gets a link to the website straight to the answer. Obviously, because we've not launched, the link doesn't work yet, but as soon as we launch, the developer will just tweak that. So basically, as soon as the questioner clicks this link, it'll go straight to the answer. One more thing that the senior scholar has access to is report at the top. It basically lists all of the scholars' names with the amount of questions that they've answered to date. So you get to keep tabs on everyone. And not just that, what you also get is if you click view, which has just been added on, you also get to see when they answered which question. So the date comes up. So you'll know exactly who's answered how many, and when, so it's not like they can answer 100 questions and then just sit there for 6 months and rely on that 100 to be just sitting here. Once the senior scholar clicks view, it'll actually give the dates of when they answered each and every one of those questions. So that's that. I'll press log out. So as you can see, very straightforward. It's all there. is it about us? There's not too many things here, you know. Very simple. Meet the scholars. Actually, this is a section that I added on because one thing I found out is no one else actually. If you put yourself in the shoes of the person, the everyday person that's wanting to have their question answered, they don't know who's answering the questions, you know, and it's very complicated. It's, you know, a lot of the times what I find is a lot of the words in the answers and the website in general is very cluttered. It's full of jargon. We don't know who the scholars are, so alhamdulillah, it's very user friendly. Everyone's got their own little profile which you can click and it tells you more about them, you know, and so on. The picture, obviously you don't have to have a picture, you can have one of these. You know, it just makes it more user friendly, really. Other than that, that's the website done. It's ready to launch. The mobile app is literally around the corner. For the mobile app, as you can see, an advert literally where the mouse is hovering. The mobile app doesn't actually need any sort of input from us. Once it's launched, it's launched. So as far as answering questions is concerned, you just do it through the online websites, and the mobile app just drags and pulls information from there. So it's just a simple little, you know, phone application that literally does what it says on the tin. No one else really has anything like that. Anyone else that's come close to making an app is it's not really. The other ones I've found is people have made it for people that as in the scholars that have answered questions, and some of their fans and so on have gone and made an app for them. So there's not really anything official out there, and the stuff that is out there is not really professionally made. So our one, obviously, everything follows the branding and so on. So alhamdulillah, that's that. Other than that, I don't really know what else. One thing probably I forgot to mention is the senior scholar. Your login will be yourimam.com/site/admin/senior scholar _ sr _ login. Obviously, you can go and watch the video again and just pause it if you want to see what what your browser address is. Once again, when it launches, it may be that the site aspect is removed, but other than that, alhamdulillah, it looks like a pretty neat little website, and it'll definitely be a welcome addition, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for watching, and yeah, assalamu alaikum.